I got that bass. Good morning, Lisa Fana, Mystical Life. How are you this morning? Got that bass. I bought that bass. My son was like, our son was like, "Where are you getting all that bass from?" I'm like, "This is speakers." I don't know. I didn't put the speakers on. Sam, he's like, it shakes the walls. Okay. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble. Okay. Good morning, Allison. How are you this morning? This glorious, beautiful morning. It's going to be almost 60 here today. I'm super excited about that. I have been freezing cold. What is that little thing up there? What is that little thing? Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into a router. I am direct lined in. I mean, I can't get any more direct. It's cold in the UK. I love my family. I don't know why it thinks my connection's unstable. It doesn't even show unstable. It's judging me. Are you okay? Easy there, buddy. You all right? So good morning. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning to you. Vicky. I know, here I am again. I'm trying to get back on track. I am trying to delegate and be on track so I can get on. This is actually my wonderful morning time. I need this in the morning where I can go, yay. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Hey, lay down. Sorry. Lay down. 1 second. Come on, lay down. Good boy. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't fall. Okay. $2:30 in the afternoon there. Oh, yeah, it is afternoon that way, isn't it? That was Odin going through his lay down production. Poor guy. Poor Odin. It is hard to get down. It is hard to get down. His head's still tilted, but he is a little better. The steroids, I'm not a fan of the steroids because when he has to pee now. And he stumbles. So it's like, get to the door. Stat. So anyways, so good morning. I hope it's wonderful wherever you are. And I hope everything is going well. I know that we've had, so yesterday I had my reading with Tammy Manzo, and we were talking about how many people are having issues, like health issues. Yay, Heather. I'm so excited for you. Such a happy day today. First day of 100% immediate recognition from your mom. I understand, heart girl. I understand. Look, you're going to make me cry. I'm so happy for you. That's so hard, isn't it? Anyhow, I never cried this much before Bill passed away. Never. So anyhow, it's just a beautiful day outside. And Tammy and I were discussing the house right now, what's going on in this moment in time, and that it's retrograde and all these other things, and how so many people have been sick and how many people are feeling the effects of what's going on astrologically. So, I kind of understand why people are going through a lot right now. Everybody wants to message me at one given time. And I need to do that. Okay. It's a hard thing. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Naya. Good morning, Allison. I said Allison, Vicky, Katrina. One of these days, I'm going to get a romper room thing. So, what are we going to talk about today? Let us pull a card. But in addition to that, I want to say that I know that Amy had class last night. Who attended Amy's class last night? I know everybody's super busy right now. But good morning, Shubli. Good morning. She had class last night. Nancy's classes from October. I'm getting caught up on getting classes posted. Is uploading right now as we speak. So that'll be up. Oh, here's a good card for the day because it volunteered. It is a volunteer. I like volunteer cards because you can shuffle and shuffle and shuffle, but the one that pops out is the one that was supposed to be out, right? So today is about boundaries. Now, is this card about setting boundaries? And then only you know the answer to this. It's right, Beth. The sun is shining and it's a beautiful morning. It is a beautiful morning. But this particular card here, you have to decide, is it about setting boundaries with other people? Good morning, Amber. Good morning, Beverly. Or is it talking about your capacity to do new things, be more, flex your muchness, all those things? Is it limited by the boundaries you've put on yourself? Is it limited by the perception that you have of your own capabilities? Because we do that and it's things that we've picked up over time, right? We go, you know what? I don't think that I'm capable of XYZ because they couldn't do XYZ. And a good way to look at this would be what women used to be told they could and could not do. And now we look at those rules and we go, that's not it. And we're kind of seeing now that back in history, women did so much more than what we were told. It's all been buried, right? It's all been buried because, I don't know, patriarchal, matriarchal, whatever, however you want to look at it. But we are, and Amber says, I'm my own worst critic. We are our own, oh shit. We are our own worst, do you see that light bulb go on? Shit. We are our own worst critic. And we give ourselves limitations. So you have to kind of look at that and say, where did that come from? And trace that back to the first moment that you saw that limitation. The first moment that you were told you couldn't do something. I don't care if it's because you're a man or a woman, right? It doesn't matter. It's not just aimed at women. This is aimed at human existence. What boundaries do you set for yourself that you just live by and don't question anymore? Good morning, everybody. Here's one. I'll never make, and people do this. I'll never make $100,000. How do those people make $100,000? I'll never make that kind of money. Right? And you know what? A lot of it has to do with this. When I was young, $100,000 was a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. $100,000 was a lot of money. When a family lived on an income of $16,000 to $20,000 a year, okay, right? They lived okay. But everything was cheaper then. So $100,000 at that time was a lot of money. My connection, it says I have a bad connection, but here's the thing. I'm not Wi-Fi. I'm direct lined in. I don't know what's going on. So we have to change that maybe 20-some or childhood thought process of, oh my gosh, that's like an insurmountable amount of money. Yeah, it's not a lot of money in California, is it, Vicky? It's not a lot of money much of anywhere anymore. So it's, but we still live in that thought process. We still live there. That's just an example. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, you have a bad connection. Yeah, I got a thing here too, Beverly, that said my connection sucks. And I'm like, how is that possible? Unless our internet in general is having an issue. Okay. So that's just an example of one of the limitations that we put on ourselves. And we say, oh, I'm never going to make that kind of money. That's too good of money. That's like really good money. My job will never pay that. That's a limitation. So you have to think about this. You speak it into existence is what you manifest. Absolutely. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. Katrina says, I don't let limitations affect my daily life. I figure it out. So we have to do. We have to figure it out. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, we do. We figure it out. We work around it. We work through it. And usually with the help of people that love us. So is it the boundaries you need to set with somebody else, or is it the boundaries you set for yourself? And we don't think like that. We think when we see a boundary card pop up, you have to look at it from all angles and go, what is it? What is it? I know I've set myself some boundaries. In my reading yesterday, uncovered a bunch of them. And I sat back and went, well, hell. So I have a thing. I quit getting readings a long time ago. Not giving readings, but getting readings. And she advised me to start doing more public readings. Fine. It's definitely windy. Let me go latch that. It's going to drive my OCD nuts. I am not letting anybody outside. You're just fine. The door is wiggling there. That'll help me. Oh my gosh. So anywho, so about 20 years ago, I started on my spiritual journey. How long have you guys been on your spiritual journey? Like, when did you open up and go, aha, I think this is something that is important and I need to look into, dive into, touch on some more, revisit, right? So about 20 years ago, I started on my spiritual journey. Actually, it's 19 years ago. She pointed that out last night. And I stopped my spiritual journey for a while because I kept getting these readings, because when you start, you're so excited. You're like a cocker spaniel. Oh God, I need to know everything. I was, at least. And the readings I would get, people would be like, man, I don't know what you have coming in life, but you have something big coming in life. It's huge. And you're going to, like, everybody's going to know your name. And it's intimidating. Okay. It's intimidating. And here's me. It took me 10 years to even get on a live, because I did all my readings through email. I was comfortable there. I was walking through my own boundaries, right? I set my own boundaries. I'm like terrified to go online. I don't need people to see me, right? So then I got 2x4 therapy with Archangel Metatron, and I went, okay, it's time to break down that boundary. And but I didn't get any more readings. I'll get an occasional reading, but not people. Donna, hello. People even in the membership will notice that I don't ask for readings. If someone says, well, I would really like to do that, I'll be like, okay, but I don't do that a lot. And because it frightened me to hear everybody's going to know your name, blah, blah, blah. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm happy in my life. And so Mr. Fry, I'm telling my story. I'm telling my story from last night. And so last night, any reading I've ever gotten with Tammy, we've not really dove into this. But last night's reading was different. So we're talking about boundaries that we've set for ourselves, or maybe for other people, honey, and in our life. And realizing that these are boundaries that I've set for myself, that I don't need that much notoriety. I don't want that much notoriety, blah, blah, blah. And why? So yesterday she's like, guess what happens in April and May of next year? That thing is happening. And I'm like, what thing are we talking about? And she's like, just everything. I'm like, so I'm not going too much into it. That's all, honey. And don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. But so I set myself boundaries in a very strict way. And what I got told yesterday was it does not matter if I did that or not. It's going to happen regardless. That I can either buckle up buttercup or and prepare or just ride the wave. So it kind of, that's a perfect card for this morning because I don't know what to do. It's okay. You started your spiritual journey 50 years ago. I love it. Let the mystery unfold. Diana says, I've changed my thought process. I am putting me first. I need to start worrying about me and bring back my spirituality. I lost myself somewhere. I understand, Diana. Absolutely. Beverly says the same, Katrina. She figures it out as well. Lori says, I have taken the stance of, I have this. I've got it. I've got this. Other people can speak bad into existence if we give them the power. If we give them the power. Yeah, absolutely. And, we get a lot of people that'll come in. You're on your third go around. Keep going. Just keep swimming. And now you'll have that in your head all day. You're welcome. Still trying to start for over a year now. But here's the thing, Davey. Don't say trying to start. You've started. You don't have to be all full blown into your spiritual journey to feel like to be active in your spiritual journey. Just the awareness that it's there is a start. So you've already started. Congratulations. Bradley says, I'm taking my power back. I am taking care of myself. I've always had some sort of gift, but in 2023, my grandma died. I felt her spirit in her chair, freaked the hell out of me. I couldn't get near the family cemetery. Here's the thing. Let me tell you about cemeteries. Some of them have inhabitants, right? But most of the time, cemeteries, the soul has no need to stick around a cemetery. I don't care to go into cemeteries. It's just a childhood thing. My mom used to play Ghost in the Graveyard when we were kids. And no, I didn't see you last time. Instead of letting the journey guide you, I am letting the journey guide me. Last month, Micah Lewis, congratulations. She tries to control everything. I'm not trying to control it. The spiritual journey is a wonderful thing. It's beautiful. It's always better when you do it with people that are on the same page. So welcome to the page. I didn't mean this page, but a page. Welcome. And we are a lovely bunch of coconuts. I haven't seen Leslie in a while. Squirrel. I haven't seen Leslie in a while. Has anybody seen Leslie? Lovely bunch of coconuts, Leslie? I wonder where she is. I wonder if she's okay. Yeah. You felt high on drugs when you felt it. So that's a really relevant thing, Katrina. So when you have energy affects you like that, it can affect you in different ways. It can make your brain, your head feel like it's floating off of its shoulders, and it's a really, really interesting feeling. And if you can let go and follow the feeling, it will take you to some really cool places. I've always had a hard time letting go. I'm better now, but it is the detachment of the soul kind of trying to reach out basically and gather more information. So who's had that feeling? Who's had that sensation? Like if you're meditating and all of a sudden it feels like your head's a balloon and it's going to come right up off your shoulders. Anybody? It is wild. It is wild. I have to remember I have a 1 o'clock appointment today. 1 o'clock appointment. 1 o'clock appointment. 1 o'clock appointment. I have to be home for that. I'll probably get like 50 reminders on my messages today. You have a 1 o'clock appointment. It's an out-of-body experience. Yes, Lori. Yeah, absolutely. I used to, when I would shamanically journey, I would get to the point where I would do that, and I would get so scared that I would actually pull my head back down. Will I be in shop today? Who is this? I'll also see this Facebook user. I will be in the shop for a little while today. Ashley has the helm today, so she's doing a bunch of inventory and stuff and taking care of the shop today. So Ashley's in the shop Fridays and Sundays. Jansen, I can be. What you need, girl? I'm going to head in as soon as I get off here. What's up? Did you guys see the singing bowls in the shop? What? There's 3 sets of singing bowls in the shop for sale. Oh yeah. You're gonna bring the pamphlets in, okay? And they're very beautiful, and they sound amazing. And they're the only 3 sets we have right now. We don't need any more sets because 3 sets, holy cow! But I have to find some place to set them up really awesome. I'm thinking I need to have a Christmas decorating party. I'll provide like the margaritas or butter rum something or other. Like, yay. Yes, the colors are pretty cool. He did a great job picking those out. You're going to a concert tonight. Yay! You spoke to your mom in a meditation, and it was like she was really there. And now I know that she was. So don't ever give up. My mom's still in the living, and I could talk to her. Don't understand the power of yourself. This is true. Now, Heather, I'm going to talk to this point because this is something people may not understand, right? Because we think, I not myself, because I've actually encountered individuals that have dementia, Alzheimer's, in comas, things like that, and doing healing sessions. But the general consensus is somebody has to be passed away to do mediumship with them. And this is not true. It's not true. How cool is it that the soul, when we're in a situation that we are stuck and we're not able to really extend out, verbally or talk to somebody, the soul in desperation or in, not desperation, it's not a good word for it, in lack of other avenues, can reach out mediumistically and talk. So how amazing is that? I've actually spoken to an Alzheimer's patient. And of course, I did not know that they were still living until the end of the session, because I'm asking this, does this make sense to you? Does this make sense to you? And she's like, yes. And because I never ask if they're on the other side. And at the end, she's like, that's my dad. And I was mind blown, right? Because we think that we've set boundaries that they have to be on the other side for us to be able to communicate. But you think of all of these people that have had experiences when they're in comas, and they almost have this whole separate dialogue going on over there, right? And they come back and they've heard everything. They've had communication with the other side, all these really cool instances. So Heather, I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing. It's beautiful. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Linda. Janae, good morning. I don't know who Facebook user is that says good morning, but good morning to you too. Good morrow. So I just think it's really, really amazing that we have given ourselves limitations on that, but the souls, they don't care. They're like, I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to do what I want to do. All those things. Very cool. You take care of your mom who has dementia. Yeah. It's hard. How you doing, Diana? How you doing? So never lack or never doubt if you feel like you're getting that kind of communication. Never doubt it. Never doubt it. Because don't set yourself those boundaries. And what a good card for today. Don't set yourself boundaries. YouTube user, hello. How are you this morning? Okay, so can I get a whoop whoop in the room and throw out some hearts or some little guys like this? It's a long process. It's called the long goodbye. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Right. Anywho, you love taking care of your dementia patients. They are so pure. Good morning. I love you. Good morning. What deck of cards shall we use today? Good question. Good question. Huh. Where are we going? Okay. So, not a card deck I use very often. Matter of fact, I don't know if I've ever used it. I'm kind of a collector, connoisseur of cards. And I do like Bradley Valentine. Anyone with a couple tumblers? No. It's Sherry Ann. Good morning. It's Jansen. There's a bunch of people that I see Facebook user. They're on a group. Not sure where the soap came from. What soap? What soap? You have soap? Soap or soup? No soup for you. Good morning. Good morning. I love you. Is there a soap emoji? There is a soap emoji. Maybe your computer heard your potty mouth and was dealing with it. Okay. I appreciate that. Heather says the group is a wonderful place to learn and share. If you're not a part of the membership, please consider it because we are a hell of a lot of fun. You need a shower. Donna's got a potty mouth. If you're new, as you can tell, we do spirituality a little bit differently. We have a lot of fun with it. Because joy and laughter raises vibrations, you would be in a car wash. Going through da da da. Titanic theme song. Okay, I waited too long. Where's my whoop whoops? Okay, they're up here. Erica Wildermuth. Good morning. See, this doesn't help because all I have is Facebook user or YouTube user. Let's see. Janae, are you still here? Janae. Yes, I think I challenged myself to see how many F-bombs I can drop before lunch. Shame on you. You know what? It's funny because it's if I'm around somebody. I'm pretty. Of course you may join, Alicia. Of course you may. Janae. All right. I need to let you know that if you're having any kind of okay, I'm trying to put the pieces because throw me a little bit here. Spirit said the real F word is not the one we think. It's fear. Isn't that true, Elizabeth? That is like the quote of the day. Wow. Janae, I want to talk about throat chakra. You've already surpassed a socially acceptable amount of F-bombs today. You guys, I'm working here. No. And Janae's going, keep it between the lines, squirrel. I want to talk about your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is really, really bright. And to me, that means that you might be saying some things out loud that you could have said in your head and it would have been just fine there. So make sure you're paying attention because someone's going to activate your throat chakra, and you don't need to say everything that runs through your head. You have to moderate a little bit and rethink a couple things and say it maybe in a different manner. Because whoever it is you're going to be talking to with this particular comment that could never be brought back is a little bit more sensitive in heart than you are. You feel like I feel like you've been up and down and you've ridden the roller coaster and you have thicker skin. Your face probably says it. Mine does too. I don't have to do anything but walk in a room and people go at your face. Then I know you have an internal dialogue. Use it. Okay. Keep that internal live. I'm trying with Sankalpa says, I feel called out. I feel so attacked. Who else? Internal dialogue. I'm pretty good at it, but my face tells a tale. It does. It really, really does. Good morning, Sarah. Okay, so I do need to tell you that. Don't hold on. But then again, on the flip side of that is don't hold on to everything you have to say without saying it gracefully. If you hold on to it too tight, then you cause a whole other problem where when you do finally let it go, it is like word vomit and you have eviscerated somebody with your opinion. Okay. So there's always a gentle way to put things because it's important to be able to express ourselves. And do you have any kind of issues with breathing, like asthma or allergies? Or I know it's a blanket thing, right? But I get this shortness of breath with this as well. I get this, and it's not anxiety or panic. It's just a kind of thing. So I'm not quite sure what that is yet. I'm trying to figure that out. But they give me a shortness of breath with that, which also tells me that you're not taking who is that? I love you. Your joy is reaching through to my soul today. Who are you? You have a gift with words. But I really feel like you're not breathing deep enough. So that is allergies lately, which is new, not what I'm in the Midwest. Okay. So this has a little bit Sherry Ann, I love you. This has a little to do with the capacity of which you're breathing. So you're not filling your lungs, and most of us don't. Most of us don't. You guys know that? It is, we breathe very shallowly in the top portion of our lungs. So think about it. Take a nice deep breath. And you get to a point where you're like, oh crap, I can't take any more breath, but you can. We breathe so shallowly that this is where breath work would come in for you. I really have to sneeze. This is where breath work would come in for you, and really relearning how to breathe correctly, deeply, and fully. I also get panic about having no breath. I get panic about, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you have not been able to breathe the correct way. Like, and I know you said you have allergies now, but it almost, okay. But it just feels like there's a moment where you could have had less breathing capacity than you were comfortable with. And I keep going from this to your root chakra and grounding. With this, I come to, your capacity to ground, your capacity, maybe while you were sleeping, do you have sleep apnea? Do you have sleep apnea? If you think you have sleep apnea, you need to take care of it. Because it's like your capacity to ground, your capacity to be comfortable, your capacity, you don't know. If you're not sleeping well, and you wake yourself up at night, then you should probably get chest tested, because I'm not saying that I am. It is very expensive to find out. I do get that. Video yourself though, or get a sleeping app on your phone. Get a sleeping app on your phone, and it'll let you know. It listens and lets you know what your sleeping skills are, whatever patterns. But I just feel like there's some kind of connection between that and being peaceful, feeling grounded, feeling level like this. It's important. I'm not a medical professional. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Select though. They have a better bed than the Hampton. It just is a thing. Okay. But but I would no, seriously, I would pay attention to that because I really feel like there's this I think that commercial's hysterical. I'm sorry. Oh gosh. But check, just kind of maybe record your sleeping a little bit and see how your sleep pattern is. Anyways, I hope that's helpful. I love your energy. By the way, you also have a great grandmother or a grandmother that follows you around. Hampton Inns beds, Elizabeth, have changed though. They changed all the mattresses out of the Hampton Inns and they're not comfortable anymore. It's like sleeping on a board. I need fluffy. Magnesium helps with sleeping. That's good to know. Thank you so much, YouTube user. What's your name, YouTube user? So we just realized that in the last couple of times we stayed at Hampton. I know. I need fluffy. Nazan. Hi, Nazan. I need fluffy to sleep. I think it could be either my great or grandma. I just got my grandma's ashes in my tattoo. What? You can get ashes put into a tattoo? I'm not going to do this. I can't do this. I've been depositing Bill all over Texas. And I got to tell you what, you guys, those ashes didn't look like I expected them to look like at all. But I didn't know you could do that. They pour ashes into the ink. Really? Oh gosh. Yeah, that's unreal. I never knew they could do that. Wow. How cool. But just know that they're with you. They're with you. And like follow over your shoulder and like so just know it's all good. Moving on. Shamanta, good morning. And you are new. Let us know if you're new, guys. The reason I do the whoop whoop is I want everybody to be able to at least comment and give me a whoop whoop. And why we do that is there's a lot of people that lurk and lurking in the background and just watch. And that's fine and wonderful, but maybe Spirit has something for you. You don't have to say anything else, just a whoop whoop and let us know you're here. But if you're new, let us know because the group of people that are on this community are so welcoming. And if you happen to be on the actual My Mystical Life page, we have 18 on My Mystical Life, 8 on the Mystical Moons in Defiance, Ohio, where our physical shop is, and 3 on My Mystical Life private community, and 2 on YouTube. So we have a wide variety of people all around. So if you're not seeing all the comments, know that that's only the ones that we have people on. We have 8 feeds coming into here. So if you don't see something, it's because somebody might be on another page. So here we are. Linda Bennett is watching. Hi, Linda. It's her first time. Okay. Linda Bennett. Let's have a Sherry Bennett. Okay. And there's Ashley. Everybody give Ashley a good morning and thank you. Ashley is at the shop taking care of the store, putting things in the store, new items. So you can always go to mymysticallife.com to go to the online store or themysticalmoons.com and go to the online store and see what we have new. For some reason, it's not been pushing over to Facebook. Kristen Mundy has been wanting to come in the shop. Need to do it soon. We have some really cool new stuff in the shop and we are adding a bunch of new stuff all the time, especially with the holiday season coming. So, and we are a hell of a lot of fun. We have drumming circle this month. We also have Reiki level 1. You can take it online or in store. Sam is the man. He is teaching the class, you guys. And that is really exciting because Sam is a wonderful, wonderful healer. He has such great flow for his own healing practices. He has been a Reiki master for over a decade, and I'm excited that he's teaching this class. So you can either be online or in person. It will be happening at the same time. And it'll be on the 18th from 10 to 4. And there will be practical. We will have it set up where people can have rooms and online that they can go off and do, and just private rooms on the Zoom. So yeah, there's lots of stuff. So if you're not on the actual membership, I'm so bad at advertising. This is the actual membership link. If you're not in the membership, we now officially have over 250 classes in the library. We have 12 live teachers each month so far, and we're always looking for new teachers that have things to share within the group. But we have meditations and healing sessions, and then there's just a bunch of stuff that goes on within the community, but there's also the community. That's what makes everything spectacular. I'm just the mouthpiece, and that's the truth. And that's the rest of the story. Heather John, do it. It is really, really turned into something that I never expected. Sam never expected. Good morning, Lisa Phillips. It has turned into a incredible, supportive, non-cliquey community, which is incredibly important. We don't have a lot of issues. Everybody's supporting everybody. It's just really cool. It's neat to sit back and watch. So anyways, moving on. Of course you missed the story. No, Lisa, I know my stories are pretty mundane. Okay, moving on. Okay. Rebecca Yates. Hello from the UK. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do that. Hold on one second. Shamanta. I don't usually do like what's in store for me. I don't usually do that. I usually go, but my guides are like, yeah, do that one. And I'm supposed to pull out the tarot. Now this is tarot too, but the tarot deck I'm pulling out is the tarot. It's the tarot. So cards don't lie. I give it to you exactly as it's given to me. So I will let you know what they say. But I want you to know first, before I even start with the cards, that you have a line coming up. There's a line, like you're going to have to make a choice. And actually it's so funny because they're calling it a line of demarcation. Now, to me, a line of demarcation is when you're coloring hair and you have two different hair colors because it hits the line of demarcation. But they're talking about things. There's going to be like a black and white change. You're going to have something happening. You're going to have to make decisions, and some of them may not be your favorite decisions to have to make. But let's see where we go. So a lot of thought goes into what you're doing. A lot of thought goes into some of the thought process, but you're also somebody that is going to help take care of other people along the way. So you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about other people as well. Wonderful, very commendable, right? Sometimes though, and that's the Gorgons over here, right? This is a wonderful deck of cards. We've had this deck of cards for 30 years almost. And we just started recently using it in the last year or so. If the dog jumps up, I have to jump up. He's on steroids. He has to pee. And anytime he moves, I'm like, so you can't always be the one in charge of everybody else's stuff too. You have to kind of watch out for yourself, because if you are taking care of everything else and following everybody else's guidance and not listening to your own self, sometimes we end up on the rocks, don't we? Sometimes we feel like we are making the right decision, but if you're not doing it for yourself. Good morning, Christina. Beautiful, beautiful, lovely Christina. Best hugger in the world. Christina, did you see the video or the post I sent to you about the bear, right? The bear ate the camper. We do not hug bears. We don't hug bears. for no reason whatsoever. So make sure that what you're doing, you're not doing for everybody else, but you're doing for yourself. I have to say, I have to read your name again because I normally, but I want to make sure I get it right. Shamanta. Make sure you're doing it for yourself. You can't be the caretaker of everybody else. You have to make decisions for yourself and leave the garbage behind. Leave the garbage and the mystery behind. I'm going to roll this morning. You will not hug bears. If I have anything to do with it, you will not hug. You are not going camping with me. So leave some stuff behind. Leave the mystery behind. If it feels like it's not something you have 100% control of or 100% understanding of, don't do it. Okay? Because by following what is going to work for you and the things that feel right for you, you move forward prosperously. Look at all of that greenery. Look at all that greenery. And I, as a horse person, I want to also, wow. And I thought those were tombstones in the background. And those are actually beehives, which to me talk about love and light and prosperity and creation and productivity, all of those things. But the thing that I want to talk about, the thing that really stands out to me is the horse. That horse is calm, cool, collected, and on point. He's just like, okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait for you to tell me to go forward. It's all about your decisions. All about your decisions. And you taking care of what works for you. You can't be the caretaker of everybody else and have everybody else looking at you like, please make sure it works for me. That's not how this works. Horse. I love horses. I was thinking about this morning. I haven't touched one of mine in a couple weeks. And they're outside. I can look at them. But that's what I have to say on that. And I think that the pentacles ending up on the end are always about prosperity. And that knight is always about moving forward. So you're the only one that can make the changes to bring you to where you need to be. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? And we will pull another card. Don't forget I have a 1 o'clock appointment. We're trying to move. There's movement. There's movement. You have to be the one to make the decisions. Whoop. Whoop to the whoop. Sherry Ann, I can see you now. Yes. So if you haven't liked the channel yet, make sure you like the channel, you guys. That way, don't forget I when I got. That way, when I go live, you know when I'm live. This is what I do for fun in the mornings when I get out of bed in time to do so. I did not get out of bed early enough yesterday at all. I've been like sleeping with one ear open, listening for the dog, and because there's not a small mess when the Great Dane makes a mess, and you don't want to step in that in the middle of the night. So I've been like lightly sleeping, and this morning I got up earlier. I was like, well, I suppose I ought to get up. God. So here we go. Oh, Lord Angel. I shuffled. You guys see me shuffled, right? I'm a nervous shuffler, so I'm constantly shuffling if I have a deck of cards in my hand. I'm a nervous shuffler. You're saging your pendulum. You bought it at the store last week. Awesome. You can also set it on selenite. That works. So this is for Angel. Angel, the first one is, I see why. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. So the Queen of Pentacles is that mother figure, that wholesome, grounded figure that helps prosperity within the family, helps other people be prosperous within the family. And this one's reversed. This is like there's some illusion about how things actually fall out in life when it comes to money. So it's time to really get your feet, to get it here. You need to get your feet in the ground and say, this is it. This is how we're doing it. This is how we make everything meet. I don't know if you have what are those things called? Hold please. Really? A budget. I don't know if you have a budget, but it's time to put things on paper and be able to say, this is it. This is what goes from week to week. Because there's way too much taking care of everybody else and worrying about everybody else to be prosperous. You have yourself so spread out, so many other people's cares, and it helps you feel complete to be able to take care of other people. But here's what happens is it tears you down, and it doesn't allow things to fall in the way that this becomes prosperous. And they're showing like rounding up the wagons. And I'm just talking, I'm just letting this go. And I'll tell you why this is like, I don't usually do this with Angel on here. But this isn't, and I know that card popped up last time, and here's this card again, right? Because you could go on the rocks. If you're taking care of everything else and they're giving the illusion of who they are and you're listening to them, then you're going to end up on the rocks. You need to pay attention to what you have going on so you can be this person right here. Not everybody is what they seem. Bye, Vicki. Not everybody is what they seem. This has to do with relationships within your community, within your and this doesn't necessarily mean your husband, right? This is about ties that bind people together. This is not about necessarily that love aspect, but make sure you're paying attention to what it is. Hey, Heidi, that drives everything in your family together. What or apart is the other thing that I need to say. And find less strife in your life. Simplify. Clean. I hate to say this, clean house. Because that's where the change comes in. Definitely need change. So Angel's my sister. And I don't usually, Heather says, open those ears, Angel. Just listen, hear it. I don't usually read for her, but my guides this morning said, just pull the cards. She'll be fine. Say what you got to say and move forward. I'm so glad that resonates, Shamanta, and love and light going away. Absolutely. So I just kind of talked my way through the cards and let that happen. I don't know what her situation is. I don't know anything about that. So she just, listen up, Angel. Listen up. Okay. And with that, I'm going to go help Ashley for a little bit. And before the table chases you next, right? The table moving across the floor that fast was so cool. I wish I had it on video. I wish I had that on video. I mean, it like cleared everybody like bowling pins across the floor and everywhere. And I was like, what the hell did I miss? Because we didn't expect it. It was chasing Heather. And I was actually going to get rid of that table. And now I'm like, I can't get rid of that table. So maybe we'll have another spirit evening. I think we should do that like once every other month. So anyhow, with that, everybody, I'm going to go help Ashley. And I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. Do we have any classes tonight? What is tonight? Friday night? I don't think we have any classes tonight. Don't forget we have Reiki 1 on the 18th. If you are interested in the Reiki 1, you can go to either of the web pages, My Mystical Life or The Mystical Moons. And yeah, right, Heidi? I think we should do. So I know I've already said goodbye and all that, blah, blah, blah. But I cannot tell you how cool Heidi's Chakra Dhyana was that she did in the store in the evening. They did a healing session, a trio healing session. It lasted an hour in addition to the Chakra Dhyana. And I mean to tell you that Chakra Dhyana was cool. It was amazing. Oh my gosh, Donna. Donna, please keep us posted. Could you post that everything's okay in the group when you know everything's okay, please. Angel, I'm doing that too. I'm purging the house. Sam and I talked about it last night. You'd come for spirit night? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I'm thinking like every other month would be a lot of fun, and would love to have you guys in to do the healing session anyways. We need to sit down and talk about that. We are coming up on to Christmas, y'all. I hate to say it. It's coming. So we have a lot of stuff coming up with that as well. All right, everybody. They found gum the other day. I'm sure, Will. They found a gun or gum. I'm sure I will. I just told Nathan to be very aware of his surroundings. I'm assuming the gum didn't scare people, but the gun did. Okay. I gotcha. What is with these kids? What's with these kids? Bring them home, beat their ass, send them back. No. They don't get enough spankings. And with that, I'm out. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. These parents, you're right. It's these parents. They let them go feral. Right? All right. I'm out. That's all I got to say. That's what I got to say here. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great afternoon. Bye. Love, light, all that good stuff. Bye.